This League of Legends series is off to a weird and suspicious start, so I'm pulling in a character that is known for her incredible magical abilities that can bring people together. SeraQueen, I'm sure you've heard of her, hoping that she can give a nice boost to this groove with her incredible style. Hola, my name is X, and I like to experiment with fashion as well as talk about whatever the hell I want on social media whenever I feel like it. And in this video, it's pretty direct. We're just gonna get straight to the skins because people's attention spans are getting a little suspicious. But I am gonna take a little bit longer to talk about the skins because it's SeraQueen. It's Seraphine. Sorry, I keep saying SeraQueen by default. We know that she's rocking the fashion, and so her looks, I think, deserve a little extra attention. But before we get into all of that, I do just want to give people who may not be familiar with her a little TLDR, if that's okay with you. Seraphine is a girl from Piltover, so she has a little bit of that steampunk style, but definitely elevated, whose family owns one of the crystals that Piltover uses for hex tech technology, and these crystals have Brackern souls within them, which is what powers the crystals. And so Seraphine's able to tap into that, and that's what gives her these magical abilities. She's able to hear the souls of people through their songs, and so she uses that power to pretty much just go on a journey to connect people, inspire people, be a typical like amazing pop girly K-pop idol that we would want out of any sort of public figure. And that has brought her a little bit of controversy from people because some people think she's commercial, typical bubblegum pop cliche girly. Everybody loves to hate a pretty girl. But some people also think that she's exploiting the creature within the crystal because she was able to make a deep connection with it and said that she can help return it to its family if I think it just like continues like to help her or something. But I mean, who knows? I don't know where that lore goes. I don't really care because she's incredible. She also came around the time when people were, I think, getting a little fatigued by just the concept of a typical influencer, just so generic. But I think that she was a great addition to League of Legends. I play her as like almost a secondary main to Brand. She's an incredible support, but with the right build, she can tear up middle lane. I've gotten so many MVPs, so don't even play with it. But anyway, with that little tangent aside, I do now want to shift over to getting straight into the skins because we have about 14 to go through, and all of them are pretty solid in my opinion. And once again, these are loosely ranked in order of least favorite to most favorite based on my personal taste. If you have a different personal taste, would love to hear your thoughts, or you can always make a video as well. So first I'm going to start with her garden party skin. And in general, I think it's cute. It's whimsical, it's fun, it's festive. It's definitely giving a lot of that bring people together energy. I think what I don't like most about it is all of the green. I think green fits someone like Jinx. I said that a lot in my previous League of Legends video, but for someone like Seraphine, like the ginger green moment isn't doing it so much for me. And I know I haven't touched on chromas. I know that chromas can easily change the vibe of all these various skins across the characters and champions. And in her case, I love the rose, and the black one is incredible. So I definitely would prefer a different color to kind of rescue, in my mind, this aesthetic. But it's fun, it's cute, it's just definitely not on the same level as the other skins. Next is the Prestige Ocean Song skin, and I'm personally a little surprised that this one just isn't stronger, especially compared to the standard one. Like, love the kind of cutesy skirt, and I think that the top has just a little more elegance to it, and I like the sleeves, and even like the hairpiece in her hair is cute, and her hair color, but it just feels honestly rather plain. It doesn't feel prestigious. It doesn't feel like elaborate, grandiose, like how I would expect some of her style to look. I will say there is more gold in the mix, which is maybe where some of the prestige comes from. But anyway, like once we see the next one, you might know what I mean more. So this standard Ocean Song skin just has so much more personality. Seraphine is big on personality, big on the energy. She has to be. She's a pop icon. And I think that this skin just gives her so much more presence and aura and energy. I think that we still have cute pieces like the top and the skirt, and maybe the other one seemed a little more elegant in the prestige, but this just feels so much more playful and just alive. And even just some of the decoration around her sandals just gives a little more cohesion, coordination, just a little more texture, flow, movement to the look that the other outfit didn't. And even her hair is just so much more exciting. And it's just even different in general. This is not the strongest, but definitely much better. Graceful Phoenix is just that. It looks like a nice, clean, simple, chic look. I love her with a dark hair color. Like it just completely changes the tone of her style. But I will say that this one feels a little flat. Where we get most of the grace and the elegance is in the hair, just with like the streaks and with like the headpieces and stuff. But like the dress is cute, but it's just not giving me as much elaboration, as much accessory, as much detail as I would hope to see from a Seraphine. Obviously, the stages have been cute too. The stages are her accessory as well. And they've been cute up until this point, including this one. But like, even the boots just kind of feel like they're a little lost and secondary to everything. Definitely, I wouldn't say is her strongest appearance, but it's pushing her in a new aesthetic that is nice to see. Next, I'm gonna go with her default. Her default is honestly pretty strong out of the gate. It's giving Piltover, it's giving fun, like definitely that fun, whimsical, sweet kind of girl personality and energy, which is why I'm surprised that people would she could look so much more generic than this for people to kind of hate on her. And it's such a great premiere style. Love the belt, love the skirt, love the stockings. We just get so much going on here. And even with her signature pink hair color, I've said I love a bubblegum pink girly, and she's definitely giving that with this style. And really the overall color scheme here of like purple, pink, and blue, like I've said this many times, I love that combo among the 3 top favorite colors of mine, and she's definitely rocking it. Fairy Court definitely pushes her in a much more ethereal territory that I'm really glad to see her take into. Like if anyone can do it, it's her. And they always play with like fun gradients in her hair, which is just such a great canvas to just really kind of convey a little bit more of that spectrum and a little bit more of that diversity in kind of colors and mood and vibe. And the dress just only continues to echo that and has a great like asymmetry with a little bit of like a butterfly fairy design on one hip, and love the headpiece. And even just like the boots are just super cute too, and they go up to a really nice height. I even like how the skirt just feels a little more flower petal. We're not getting like crazy accessories or anything, but we're just really relying on the colors and the kind of flow between them to really push this into something that's magical and fantastical. Love Star Guardian Seraphine, like this is Sailor Venus. Like that's immediately who I thought of when I saw this. It's so cute. Like it's absolutely perfect. We couldn't ask, I think, for much more than this. Like I don't know what else there is to need from this. The boots are amazing. Just love her kind of like split skirt dress situation. And the purple like inserted in there is such a great yellow, and purple I think are more traditional complementary colors, but just in concert with some of the orange just is such an extra nice kind of pop, a nice extra sunburst. It just looks so good. And just like I think we're even getting a little asymmetry with the sleeve too. Excellent. 10, 10, 10. All right, let's talk about these KDA looks. You know that Seraphine absolutely needs to be part of any sort of League of Legends girl group. And so she was an excellent addition. And I love the story that her different KDA skins tell. This is like the indie girl. Like she's just starting out. She's kind of just really finding her place, building up her talents, finding a stage. It looks a little more simplified and like comfortable and like a little more modest. And even her style just looks a little more down to earth and just like a girl who's just entered the scene. I love the simplicity here, and I love her in a high pony. Like the high pony takes it for me with regard to Seraphine. It's just a cute little bow, a cute little like jacket wrapped around the waist or some cloth, little over the shoulder action. Like it's easy breezy, effortlessly cool girl. Like period, hands down. She doesn't always have to be this like frilly, super over-the-top girly look. Like, she can be a little more modest and chill with just a standard everyday look. But you know, once she gets those sponsors and once she kind of starts making her way, she's a rising star. And we need her style to start reflecting that. And this is absolutely what that does. Just a little more upgraded with the stage, a little more adornments with the flowers. And we even see that echoed and carried up into her dress. And I like how there's like bands that wrap around one leg over the other. Just the dress in general is such a strong statement garment here. Like, some of the decoration that I would have loved to see on maybe like the graceful phoenix, just a little, give me a little extra. But with a nice, simple kind of sporty jacket, what a nice contrast. And we're even getting a little bit of the streak of the blue. The blue's starting to enter the hair. And once it takes over, it's a wrap. Absolutely love it. It's still simple, but you know that she's kind of finding her style and she's ready to start kind of stepping out even higher in the space. Battle Dove Seraphine. I didn't even know this existed. I want this skin. I think this is the only desktop exclusive. This is so cool. When I talk about armored looks, and this is what I mean, like, obviously she's very feminine, but it's a little more armored, but it's not like warrior going onto the battlefield ready to club somebody over the head. Like, it still is battle oriented. It still feels like it has some defense to it, but it still is chic and fashion. And that's exactly what I would hope a character like Seraphine would go with. And I know that I kind of carry that bias onto other characters, especially female characters like Vi, which got some opinions there, but like, this is what I mean. This is exactly what I'm talking about. The sleeves are incredible. They just open up for some extra volume and like just make the composition and silhouette so much more interesting. And it still kind of follows her typical framework, but it just feels nice, metallic and sleek and just like has a nice smooth texture to it. And even her hair is just a little bit more kind of tough and different. Loving it. Cybernetic fantasy. So I usually put Crystal Rose skins higher. And this one's amazing, but it just feels like we know she's already gonna like pull off a Crystal Rose look excellently. She was made for this, really. Like, just super soft, super angelic, bridesmaid, bride, whatever she is, she's like going to make a statement in this Crystal Rose wedding situation. Like, it's just the microphone, the stage, the everything, like even her hair, just a little extra decoration. It's just so soft and cute. Like, so many layers and just cascading fabrics, transparency, bows, roses. Like, this is her. And I just can't get enough. But like, you get it already. I haven't incorporated Runeterra skins into this conversation because I've used that for the upfront, for the character overview and elaboration, because I think that that's really where it's best placed to further convey style. But her Arclight skin is like, what is going on here? This needs to be a skin in the game, like in the actual League of Legends game immediately. It's next level. Like, we've seen her in this soft, fun, pop girly like aesthetic, something ethereal like a mermaid, a phoenix. Like, this is like an angel. Why wouldn't we go there? And this is exactly what that does. And I could just see her like casting her ult and like an amazing like beam of light and wings kind of flying out from behind her like this. And the concept of like a harp instead of like maybe a microphone, or in addition, like that would be a cool thing. Love the fabrics and like how the skirt just wraps around her waist. Love the boots. Love all the gold that's just permeated throughout, and the crown. Like, this is such a stunning look for her, and would hope that they continue to play in this direction for her with future skins and even within lore. There's just something about the Mythmaker skin that just is so like, number one, it's the dark hair color, but I don't feel like it's kind of washed out with some extra streaks like the graceful phoenix. Like, that was beautiful. But this one with the buns and the braids just adds so much more texture and dimension and variety to her aesthetic. The dress, super cute. It's cultural, kind of festive dress with fur texture and like lining and trim. different stocking situation, but just the whole darker red, white, and black color scheme with the gold permeated within just makes her feel a little more kind of edgy, but like we know that's not necessarily meant to be the case. Like it just has so much more different tone to it, and I just can't get enough of it. Oh my gosh. Katie all out, like superstar, absolute freaking superstar. Wow. This is the skin, this is the only skin that I'll pretty much play her in. I don't even go to the Star Guardian. Like this is her. She to the max. Where do I even start? Like just the top is incredible. The holographic shiny details. I love how the top like extends to the side for a little extra kind of cascading ruffled fabric, and how even the shoulder kind of one of the shoulders mirrors that effect. It just feels so like icy, shimmery, galactic, almost like Xenon, giving me like super next level evolved Xenon superstar. The boots are incredible with like the holographic lining at the top. The crystals, she's even gotten more crystals coming out from around her because she's the number one. Like, and even just like the abilities, the stage, like the hair color, and I love how it just goes into a purple gradient towards the ends. The microphone, like everything, the belt even has some studs, like everything about this is pop diva, and you need to bow, give her the awards, give her all the Grammys. Like she takes the cake. All right, that was an easy breezy, beautiful review of all of Seraphine's different skins within the League of Legends game. I obviously had a great time because I could gush and gush and gush about a character like her all day, every day. But looking forward to playing her after this, and maybe I'll see you on the battlefield. But until the next video, I'll talk to you later.